And lighting is incredibly important. Just super, super important. Lots of people, they rely on just their monitor to light everything up, and it leaves you kind of just barely there. It's really doesn't work that well. Some people put on a single light as well, and it casts all kinds of shadows. Others throw on a second light, which helps quite a bit. But then you start throwing in lights all over the place, and it just makes everything so much better. How are you guys? Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. We're going to be talking about lighting. We're going to be talking about cameras. We're going to be talking about just your general setup and how to kind of improve the look of it. It's an excitable puppy man. Hi, Crash. Hi, guys. Welcome to the stream. Yes, today it is lighting. Did I update my... I did update my title, which is good. So, like I said, it's lighting, it's camera setup, it's just the general look of things. And we're going to be talking about that today. Let me change my cam around to the one I actually want to use. There we go. The one I want to use. So lighting, it's a big thing. It's a thing that plagues a ton of people. They want to know, okay, how do I improve my lighting? How do I make things better? And it's actually not super hard, but it takes a little bit of getting used to and hunting around, and then trial and error as well to get the look that you're going for. No, your stream was not broken. So let's open up the screen here. There we go. Because we're going to do some sketching as well. So generally what you want for lighting, it depends. I mean, you have all different effects. For me, I have different effects as well. When I'm playing Doom, I wind up having my lighting from the bottom instead, because it kind of suits the theme, or it kind of suits the game. It suits my overlay, right? If I put that right there, it kind of works. Well, not just kind of works. This is exactly what I want it to look like. Light casting up from the bottom. And there's a whole bunch of different ways to set up the light. Let's get back into here. So, basically, the basic idea is you want to try to get lights, get your light set up so you're not casting a ton of shadows. So you get nice even lighting. That's kind of the best. With any camera, any webcam, even any high quality cameras, if you're using your GoPro as your webcam and you have it plugged into your video capture device, you're going to get crap quality even with a GoPro or a higher end camera if you don't have good lighting. So lighting is key for the quality, for the look there. So before we go on, I need some coffee. And I want to say thank you, Mighty Fall and Untuck, for hosting. You guys are absolutely amazeballs. So generally, there's a couple lights you want. You have two main lights that you're going to want to use, no matter what you're doing. You're going to have your key light, which is your main light, it's the key light, and your fill light. And generally, the way they work is you have. We're gonna draw you in here. We're gonna draw you in here. There you are. That's you. A nice black dot. That is you right there. Now we're going to draw in our lights. So we're going to have our key light. Let's draw on our pretty key light here. Rounds for the house coming in from Moist Fruit. How you doing, Moist Fruit? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Rounds for the house, brought in by Moist Fruit. So we are going to geometry, subtract that. I know we don't have to, but there's our key light. Thank you so much for the follow, Calla the Koala. There's our key light. We're gonna duplicate that. We're gonna make another light over here. And we're gonna call it our fill light for now. Actually, we'll just duplicate that, just so I can spread these lights out and show you where everything goes. Boop, boop. Getting a little bit of graphics design in here as we're at it. Our fill light. We'll flip it around that way. There we go. There we go. Doesn't that look pretty? That looks pretty right there. Gamer Dad, how are you, buddy? Welcome to the stream.
It's gonna be some kind of a record! Everyone loves a slinky. You gotta get
there we go. So you have a couple lights. You have your key light, you have your fill light. And as long as you have those... Holy crap! Nice 288! A sub to Stream Elements again. What? Nice 288, thank you so much for the gift sub. You get to choose what goes on the sub, lunch meat, chicken, or nails. What would you like to see on there, buddy? Guys, thank you so much. Okay, let's catch up, see if there's questions. We're learning lighting and colors for photography with models the other day. Nice, Forgotten Vampire. How are you guys today? On PC, how do you get chroma key to work on your cam? We are going to talk about that a little bit later. But first, you need good lighting in order for your camera to not look like crap and for your green screen or blue screen to work properly. And we'll get into that after we talk about placement of lights and kind of what you should use. Love your alerts. What do you use? I made all of my own alerts from scratch, so leave it to chat. All right, chat. What do you want on the sub? What do you want to start it with? Lunch meat, chicken, or nails? Guys, vote. Slap it in there. Whatever I see the most of, that's what we're going to go with. Patrick, how you doing, buddy?
Subscriber!
What?
Subscriber!
And Crash Droid!
Subscriber!
Okay, nails off the bat for the first one. And since we have another one, thank you so much, Knives288, for that gift sub to Crash Droid. Holy crap. And now we get to choose the next topping. Chat gets to choose next topping because it was Knives288 that gifted the sub to the bot. So lettuce, cheese, or dirty sock. What do you want to see on the next one, guys? We got nails for the first layer. So on the second layer, lettuce, cheese, or dirty sock. What do you want to see on there? I'm well, Patrick. Thank you. So we'll get this sub sorted out. So we got sock so far. What else do you want to see? What do you want to see? Lettuce, cheese, or sock? More nails. All the nails. Okay, we're gonna go with sock. I see a couple socks. We're off to an absolutely terrible start on that. Absolutely terrible start. So there you are. So basically, you want at least two lights. I mean, lots of people, what they'll have is they'll have one light, their key light, and they'll wind up having it right in front of them, in front of the camera. And what that does is that casts shadows, like we were talking about. We'll just go like this. We'll shut everything down. And you can see how I have quite a few shadows on my face. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it doesn't look great. Like there's shadows everywhere. If you can get a second light, your fill light, to kind of help eliminate the shadows. Now, ideally, what you want to do is you want to have it so that your fill light and your key light are spread apart about equal distance on either side of you.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird.
Bird.
Bird is a word.
Well, a bird.
Bird is a word.
Well, a bird. Well, a bird is a word. Hello, Crash here, and lighting is incredibly important. Just super important. Lots of people, they rely on just their monitor to light everything up, and it leaves you kind of just barely there. It's really doesn't work that well. Some people put on a single light as well, and it casts all kinds of shadows. Others throw on a second light, which helps quite a bit. But then you start throwing in lights all over the place, and it just makes everything so much better. How are you guys? Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. We're going to be talking about lighting. We're going to be talking about cameras. We're going to be talking about just your general setup and how to kind of improve the look of it. It's an excitable puppy man. Hi, Crash. Hi, guys. Welcome to the stream. Yes, today it is lighting. Did I update my... I did update my title, which is good. So, like I said, it's lighting, it's camera setup, it's just the general look of things. And we're going to be talking about that today. Let me change my cam around to the one I actually want to use. There we go. The one I want to use. So lighting, it's a big thing. It's a thing that Plagues a ton of... Oh, I'll take a look at that in a minute, Lightning.
Leaving anytime.
Yeah, all right, so we have to talk like Annie for a little bit here as we're talking about the lighting. So, as you have seen in many of my movies, what you have to do is you have to have accurate lighting. So what you want to have is you want to have the key light. You want this to be the most powerful one, and then you have your fill light on the other side, and you want to get some even light, pretty much even lighting. But the key light has to be a little bit stronger, just a little bit stronger, because you still want to have some definition. Anyways, enough of that. I can't do this properly. So you still want your key light is always your main light, and it's the most powerful. Basically, it's shining right on you, on your face, on your body, and your fill light kind of balances out the shadows. One unfortunate thing is lots of YouTubers actually have ring lights that sit around the camera, and that works extremely well. But for many of us streamers, we have the screen right here and the camera right on it. It makes it kind of hard to have a proper ring light or anything like that, because it offsets the light, it casts weird shadows. The idea of a ring light is that it sits right in front of you, and it's a ring of light to give even shading to your face all the way around. I'll bring it up here so you guys can see what it looks like. So if you're making YouTube videos, anything like that, you can get away with one of these, a ring light. Something like this. And what it does is it gives even light all the way around the camera. So it's not a directional light casting a shadow like if you have the light above or below the camera. And so it works really well if you're just a talking head. If you're just talking to the camera, it works extremely well. But for many of us streamers, we have the camera set up right on the monitor. If you have a camera to the side, a ring light might be all you need just to get going and to get some decent quality lighting as well. There we go. So that's it for the basics. For if you're not using your green screen, you just want a very basic lighting setup, 2 lights. Or if you have your camera offset, you don't have your monitor in the way, you can get away with one, a ring light. Just be warned that ring lights are pretty expensive. Now we can go here. We can look at it. Oh yeah, you can see I've been looking at cameras. You can even look, there are green screen kits that are fairly cheap. So you can get entire kits here. Well, this one's a little bit pricier. This one is a little bit pricier. You do want to make sure you get the right color temperature. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's 4500K light temperature. And what that is how white your light is. The lower the temperature, the more yellow it gets. The higher the temperature, the more white or blue it gets. And what you want is you want right in that roughly 4500K range, which is a nice white light that won't change colors. Unfortunately, my two lights that act as a single key light, they're slightly off white, so I have to do camera adjustments and whatnot. But I do have my 4500K lights that are lighting my green screen and lighting from the side. So I do have umbrellas as well. You don't see any chat. It's on the screen. Hi, Acceleron. Wait a minute, we got to do this.
Acceleron is here. Welcome to the stream, Acceleron and Mystical May. Congratulations on winning the 500 Sammies in the raffle.
There we go. Mystical May, I actually only have one light for my green screen, but it's almost as tall as the ceiling, and it is bright enough to directly off my right because it's high enough. It doesn't produce too many shadows on my face. That is a good thing too. So we've we kind of talked about what you want for lighting from the front. You want something that's going to give even shadows. Now, the reason I can get away, I have 2 lights, and my key light and my fill light are actually swapped. They're not side by side. They're on top of each other. My key light's directly in front, just above the camera, and my fill light is actually a 24-inch bar mounted to the bottom of the monitor, or actually 20-something inch bar. I'm not sure what it is. It's the entire width of the monitor, and I actually have it taped.
Subscriber?
Holy crap! Nice doing 8! Coming in with a sub to Twitch.
Subscriber!
Oh man, you guys. Nice doing 8. Thank you so much for that sub to Twitch. Just to finish my previous comment, I do have a light bar along the bottom of the monitor, And so it's not just a point light. It kind of spreads across the bottom of the screen, so it goes from about here to here. So it's outside my camera range, and it gives nice even lighting from one side to the other. Yeah, you can gift a sub to everybody. Nice28, thank you so much for that gift sub chat. You know how it goes since Twitch isn't here, and Nice28 always hands it off to you guys. How do you want to end the sub? Ketchup, mayo, or engine grease? What do you want to see on there? What do you want to see on there? Ketchup, mayo, or engine grease? Oil. Rookie's wanting oil. Of course, Wookie is. Of course. Oil, grease, ketchup. Okay, so we got 2 for grease. Even Twitch believes in Crash. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nice288. Or more nails. Mystical May, yeah, I didn't really want to do lights in front of me where I might make the mistake of looking right into it and blinding myself during a game or something. So I kept fidgeting with the lighting until I found the right spot and height to where it worked perfectly. Okay, yeah, so what lots of people can do, what you can do is if you actually have a wall behind you, you can have a really bright light shine on the wall and reflect it off. That'll work as well. Okay, it looks like we're going to go with grease. We're going to go with grease, guys. So this is an absolutely disgusting sub. And let's go in and let's eat the sub. Oh, yeah, but what we need is we need a nice background for this. Let's go flying through a starfield for this. No, spin. We need a spin for this. With this music, yes, we do. So we have nails. Oh, we got the ultimate terrible sub. We got some high in iron. It's tangy, but it's going to slide down. It's a nuke sub. It is. It absolutely is. So we got nails, dirty sock, engine grease. Wookie, damn you! Wookie! Doubling up the sound effects. Oh, you jerk. Yeah, jerk. Everyone's going for it. All right, here we go. Time for the sub. Sub! Thank you so much for the support. Nice288 for those 3 gifted subs to Streamlabs, to Crashdroid, and to Twitch. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. Poopy. I just hit the wrong button. I wanted to go to that one. Too many buttons on the stream deck. There we go. Whoop. There it is. Okay, so now on to green screens. We're going to talk a little bit about this. So with green screens here, you can't get away with just 2 lights. Because as it stands right now, I have some really nice lighting right here on the front. But if I turn off my dedicated green screen lighting, you can see it starts, it's just not there. I only have the frontal light. I just have the light on me. I have my key light, my fill light. So we need to add 2 more lights here. And they need to be... Let's see. Let's just make that... We'll make it that light. There we go. We'll make that light that color. That's a pretty brutal song for right now. There we go. We'll turn this. Ba-doop. So, with your green screen lighting, what you want is you also want lights actually casting onto your screen, obviously. Because as you can see behind me, now it's just nothingness. These 2 lights make everything else behind it look dark. So we're going to turn on some green screen lights. So I have 2 lights that shine directly back on my green screen, and they're far enough away that they don't cast any shadows or anything like that. Now, with a green screen, you also want to set it up so that you don't have any ripples in it, any shadows. You want it to be as smooth as possible, and you want it to be a nice bright color. Actually, buy the proper material. It's pretty cheap. You can get just a sheet, a roll of it. You can get it at craft stores even, but make sure that you get a proper green or a proper blue screen, and not like a navy blue or a forest green or anything like that. Make sure it's nice and bright. If I turn my chroma off, you're going to see what it's like in a minute here. But right now I have my key and my fill light on, and my 2 green screen lights. And it works. It's okay. But there's a few more lights that you're going to, if you want it perfect, there's a few more lights you want. And then what I have what I have, and this helps quite a bit, is I have 2 more lights. So my setup, my key is here. My fill is here. Key and fill there. That's what I have. And then on the side here, I have 2 umbrella lights. Now these are just general cast light all around. What it does is it gives me a little bit of light on the side, and it helps differentiate me between me and the green and my green screen, my blue screen behind me. Gives a little bit of depth. Now ideally what you would want is you would actually want 1 more light at the very back shining down on you. So let's actually convert that to curves. We actually want this. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. Let's put an arrow in here. Ba-doop. Just so everything is nice and clear. So you generally want a light behind you as well. Geometry subtract. That's shining down on your shoulders. And this really helps you stand out from the blue screen. It helps get rid of the blue edges. I unfortunately don't have that yet. I'm still waiting on that light to arrive. I'm going to be installing it above and behind me. And it casts a little bit of light on your shadow. It helps, again, give a little bit of depth, separate you from your blue screen. Now, we'll take a look at it here, but let's go back and see what I missed in the chat. Let's see. Good morning, Poison Heart. How are you? What would you say is the best distance between your chair and the screen? You know what, Wookie? It totally depends. That's a personal preference thing. For me, if you're talking screen and your you and your camera, that's personal preference. For me and the screen, there's actually charts online that show ideal. As it stands right now, I have a 27-inch screen, arm's length away from me, and it's a little bit. I'd say it's a little bit big for being this close, just a little bit, especially when playing fast-paced games. But you guys will see when I'm playing games and I'm streaming, you can see my eyes bouncing around. Right, I can't see the whole screen in one shot. So that's kind of a. If you want to be able to see the whole screen in one shot and you want to keep your eyes kind of focused forward at the whole time, I go with a little bit smaller screen close to your camera. I have a bit of trouble with my screen too. I have a big lack of space for lights. I have to try to adjust over time. Well, I'll show you guys what I have. I have to email it to myself. Okay, here. I'll email it to myself so I can open it up. Unfortunately, I don't have Bluetooth on this computer, so it's not just an easy transfer. But where are they? Where are they? There we go. Crash Coke pictures. Up. Send it in mail. Boop, to me, and then we'll open it up. There we go. So pictures coming to me. My pictures are coming to me. I'll show you what I have for lights and how I move things around. I actually don't leave my lights set up where they are for the stream all the time. I do have them set up in a way that it only takes me about 3 minutes to set up my green screen, my blue screen and my lights. Now let's take a look. I'll show you guys what my blue screen actually looks like. Let's go over to the cam screen. And let's actually turn the filters off. Boom. That's what it looks like behind me. Now you can see that it's not perfect. I do have a little bit of a shadow, but with the chroma key it does take it out. It works quite well. But yeah, right there. You can see that I have a little bit of a fold. It's not perfect. The lighting can take that out if you have nice even lighting, but something like that can actually cast quite a few shadows if you don't have even lighting at all. So it's always best if you can try to get rid of it. Try to smooth it out. Put some weights on the bottom. Unfortunately, the setup I have doesn't allow me to put weights on it. So that's a drawback for me there. Okay. What would you say is the best distance between your chair and the screen? Oh, the green screen. Have it as far back as you can, I'd say, with the lighting on the back. Yeah, one, you don't want to bump into it. And two, if you're too close, what you're going to wind up having is you're going to have a little bit of a bleed off of the green screen or the blue screen. So the light actually reflecting off the screen is going to get onto your chair and your shoulders, and you're going to have a blue edge all the way around, or a green edge, depending on what color screen you have. Now, some of you guys might be wondering, why do I have a blue screen instead of a green screen? Well, green screen is kind of the default, and the reason being is that naturally there's no green tones in human skin color. No matter what race you are, there's no green tones. So green screen is usually really good, except if you have green eyes. Now, the reason people stay away from blue screen is because blue eyes are more predominant than green eyes. So if you have a blue screen, sometimes people's blue eyes actually get chromed out. I have green eyes, so they would wind up getting chromed out sometimes if I had a green screen, or if I had to tweak it to a point where it might not work. So that's why I went with a blue screen. Good afternoon, Ginja Ninja. What if you have amber eyes? Then you're the devil. Yeah, that. Okay, let me open this up. Gmail, I'll show you guys what I have for a setup. Maybe you can get some ideas. You can criticize, whatever you want. Okay, so here's my setup. So you can see I have 2 lights that cast onto my green screen. I have 2 umbrella lights that give me light from the side, kind of help get rid of shadows, help light up the edge around, helps give it a little bit of separation from the blue screen. And then my key light and my fill light are down below. Now, we'll look at it from the front. As soon as it opens. Is it that one? That one. So there you can see, and there's Milo's bed right there. Nice 288, off to work. Have a great day, everyone. Nice 288, thank you so much for those gift subs. Thanks for swinging by. You guys are awesome. So, you have, as you can see here, I have my fill light, and like I said, it's not a point light. It's a bar that gives nice even lighting down below. And you can see here are my 45 Kelvin, 4500 K, 45,000 Kelvin lights. My nice bright lights. These here are more in the 4,000, 3,500 range. So they're a little bit yellow. So I have to do color correction in my stream, in my camera to do this. Now, this is not ideal if I was anywhere else. If I was doing professional photography, anything like that, you want a nice blank slate to work with. You don't want to have to adjust colors right off the bat to get it to neutral and then work from there. With me, luckily, it's not a big deal because I'm very easily, with OBS, with all of us, it's very easy for us to adjust colors on the fly. And I don't have to tweak any settings once I have it set up. It's not dependent on the shot or anything like that. So once I set my tweaking, or set my color settings, I can leave it. And so, as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lights. My key, my fill, my two umbrellas on the side, and then my 2 lights. Hey, space! And my 2 lights for casting light on the green screen. Now, one thing I did have before is I actually had these lights separate on tripods, and I had them down below, and I had them casting up on the green screen. And one thing I did find with that is if you're casting up, or you're casting from an angle instead of directly on, is you're going to wind up getting some shadows if your green screen is not perfectly flat like mine is. Ideally, what you would really like is a painted wall behind you. Paint it a nice green or a nice blue. That would be ideal. It's going to be nice and smooth, nice and easy to use. No, that one, Realm of Helm, that's my spare one. That's just there as an accessory. No, this one's always on. I shower with this one. So, guys, that right there is my setup. Like I was talking about before, if you guys only are worried about lighting yourself up, not the green screen, you can get away with just a key light and a fill light. And if you want nice, even lighting, place them kind of apart from each other. Like that, equal distance, equal angle. Have your key light a little bit brighter than your fill light. And what that's going to do is that's going to keep some shadows, keep some definition. So we talked about, what's the stream thing? Nice setup, thank you. Maybe overtime update, not something that I'm worried about right now when still on low viewers, to be honest. You know what, it depends on where you want to go with this. I recently got it. I would have gotten it earlier if, for me, it was justifying the cost. And since the Twitch affiliate program has kicked in and there's been some very generous donors as well, I've been able to upgrade, and it's been really nice. Talking about limited space for everything, right here you can see these are just tripods that I fold up the umbrellas, and that's the reason I got umbrellas instead of light boxes. Light boxes, I would have preferred to have light boxes. I like them slightly better for this scenario, but the umbrellas are still very, very nice. They still work very well for nice, even lighting from the sides, and they fold up. That's the main reason I got them. They fold up. Everything kind of folds up and tucks away, and you can see right here, my bulbs here actually stick past the shroud of the light, so I had to make kind of a paper shroud right there so that I don't get direct light on, because if I don't have that shroud there, I wind up getting shadows cast from the side because I'm getting the light bulb directly right in my face here. Actually, you might be able to see it if I do it like this. Yeah, you can see here on my shoulder. Now I'm past that shroud that's right here, and you can see how it casts on my shoulder, right? It's not just even lighting anymore. Yeah, it's actually the hat who's streaming. Crashing. Right, the hat is the streamer. It just kind of carries me along wherever it goes. So you can get away with 2 lights if you don't have a green screen. You just want your face. You have the background open. That's fine. We'll talk quickly about cam box sizes and stuff like that. So there's 2 general sizes you can go with. You can go by 16:9, which would be like 1920 by 1080, 1280 by 720, stuff like that. Letterbox format, or the traditional 4:3 format. And the 4:3 format is like old style TVs, old style monitors. So 4:3 format is this format. And the reason you'd go for a format like this is if you have what I suggest is if you have stuff in the background you want to show off, go with widescreen. Excuse me, hiccups. If you have stuff in the background you want to show off, go widescreen. If you have some really cool action figures and all kinds of cool gaming stuff on a shelf behind you, go widescreen. Show it off. Use it. If you don't have anything behind you that you want to show off, if it's just you, go 4:3 because it takes up less space on the screen. Because you see here, I get rid of the frame around it, and I don't need widescreen if I go with green screen, if I go with chroma key. Now, we're going to talk about chroma key as well here. Let's pull this in. Windows forever! Oops, wrong button. We're going to go studio mode. Cam, webcam, filters. So, right there, blue screen. Similarity. So these are the three sliders you're going to want to worry about. 301, 30, 1. Nice and easy. Look at those numbers. We'll set it to defaults. Now, if we set it to blue, boop, you can see right there. It cuts a whole bunch of stuff out. I have a little bit of blue in my shirt, just the way the shading is. My eyes are even slightly chromed out right now. And you see, if I get close, my hand, everything else, it gets chromed out as well. It's not that great. So, you have to adjust the similarity. So, mine was down at 301. 301. Smoothness is going to be how it is on the edges, how it comes in if you're getting rid of a sharp edge at all. So you go like that, it kind of fades it in from the sides. 30. And spill reduction. So basically, yeah, you can see it kind of desaturates the whole picture here. Gets rid of, if you do have reflection off your screen, behind you onto your chair or onto your shoulders or something like that, that'll help with that. Opacity, that's opacity for you. Brightness, contrast, gamma. The lights are flashing. Anyways, I wish you could animate that. That would be cool. Brightness, contrast, that all makes sense. And yes, you see I have black and white, so I can apply the keys afterwards. Now, guys, when you do effect filters here, when you do these effect filters, they go in order from top to bottom. It goes, this filter happens first, then this one, then this one, then this one. If I take black and white and I move it up to the top, boop, boop, all of a sudden my chroma key's gone. Everyone's going to go, why the shit is my chroma key gone? Well, it's because you've taken the blue out of the picture. So, if you have a chroma key, that should be one of the first things you do. And then you get on to the effects you want to do. Yes, and you see I have Trump as well. It's huge. It's huge. This deal I've made is amazing. These people are the best people. My people, My people are better than your people. Your people don't even know about my people. My people are so good. They're huge. They're great. They're not bad. And red tint, just for different effects. This is more of a when I'm playing like a really brutal game, something like that, right? And I play with my lighting a little bit too. Don't be afraid to play with your lighting. Like I said, when I play Doom, I get the lighting from below and I crank it up to the brightest setting, and yes, right? So you guys can play with your lighting however you want. Mess around, get what you like. Let's get rid of studio mode. Oh, yes, my hat has taken over my body. I've sent you a pic on Discord of the space I'm working in. That actually works quite well, Traveler. That's not too bad. That's just a bit more space than me. And actually, if I didn't have my spin command, I'd be okay with that space. Now, you have the light from the side. One thing I'd suggest is if you can get a light from the top on the green screen, instead of light from the side, you're going to have a little bit better results. Reason being is because you right now, I can see your chair's casting a massive shadow. If you set the light up at the top of the green screen shining down, you're going to get that nice light on your shoulders that help separate you from the green screen, but you also get your green screen well lit. So you can maybe try that out. Traveler, can I actually show your picture so everyone can see what I'm talking about? Ogre has a wall library with my games and CDs behind. Nice. Super Mario, how's it going? I have a plain light blue wall behind me and a window to my left. Huh. Yeah, Wookiee has a ghostly appearance. I saw that the other day with a green screen. That's pretty ghostly. Wookiee, that saying, it's strange having a vape and I disappear in a cloud of smoke. That's what, remember Welch did that when he was on the PlayStation. He'd end the stream by puffing into the camera. That was pretty clever, I thought. You can animate that, just record transform into GIF and then use GIMP. For which? What's the name of the light bar you have for under your screen, dude? Been looking for one, but it doesn't find many options, brings up the stuff I don't want. Oh, I just went to Home Depot and got an under cabinet lighting. That's all this is. This is a light meant for underneath the kitchen cabinet. And then I have command, the command sticky strips. I have those mounted to the bottom of the monitor. All I did is I measured how big my monitor is, got a light bar that took up as much of it as possible, and went with that. Now, like I said, the coloring is off, unfortunately. But with the space that I have and the equipment that I have and the ability that I have to adjust the colors on the fly, I'm not too worried about it being slightly off. I do have pure white shining on my blue screen, which is the main kicker. Okay, so let's open this up. So this is what the Lightling's, what Traveler is working with. Now, let's actually take this, move it over a little bit so it's more centered for you. So, you have the light right up here, and I can see it's casting down there, and it's casting right here. Now, if you can get, Traveler, what I would suggest is if you have a second light, you can mount it on the wall right here and shine it from the side, or mount it right up here even. Right up there on that wall. Let's actually take this. Yeah, right up here on the wall and kind of shine it down this way. And that'll help counter your chair shadow. And that'll give you a little bit of light on your shoulders as well. Me, yes, I have 3 screens. I have my main broadcast screen, my OBS and chat screen, and my everything else screen. So everything else is on this smaller one. And what I want to do is I actually want to get a 19-inch screen vertically right there for chat, right next to the camera. Boop! Right there. So instead of having to go, hey, chat's over there, I can just glance up and see chat right there. And I want to have it come at kind of an angle, so it's nice and easy. Just a 18 or 19-inch one. Super Mario and I still thank you guys so much for those hosts. But yeah. Ideal light setup right here. What am I missing? I'm missing this one. So that's my current light setup. And this one is above, looking down. Casting light on the shoulders, and you don't want it a really strong light. You wanted a soft box or an umbrella or something like that. You don't want a direct light. You want a diffuser. Otherwise, you're going to get tons of shadows that, again, you don't want shadows on your day-to-day streams for the most part. But like I said before, if you're running a specialized overlay, like when I run my Doom overlay, I want the shadow from down below, and I want that kind of Doom look like he has in the game. So play with your lighting. If you can, try to get ones where you can adjust the settings. As you can see here, if we just do my light bar, I have a low setting and a high setting. So if I'm going for the really kind of spooky effect, I go for the high setting. If I want it as a fill light, I put it on the low setting so I still get shadows from my key light. Now if I just have my key light, let's switch over here. If I just have my key light, you can see I do get a few shadows here and there. It's not terrible. It's all right. But I am getting shadows under here. I get shadows from the brim, stuff like that. And it's not ideal. But this here is just a desk lamp from Staples that has an LED desk lamp that has 3 brightness settings. And that's what I wanted. I wanted something where I could adjust the brightness settings. We can see here, now my 2 umbrellas are casting light on the side to try to cancel out the shadows. If I don't have my umbrellas casting on the side here, and I only have my key light, it's not, like I said, it's not terrible, but it's not great. It doesn't look like it's full. So we'll play around with lighting a little bit. I still look like, when I'm doing this, I still look like I'm in a dark room. I wave my hands around, you see tons of shadows still. If I turn my umbrellas on, it helps a lot. I do get shadows now and then if I move my hands, but it helps fill in on the shoulders. It paints a better picture, we'll say. There we go, back into the main screen. And that's all I have on lighting, cameras, and whatnot. Oh, and if you guys are wondering about cameras, if you have a GoPro or an existing camera, anything like that, and you have a capture card sitting around you're not using, say you have an old capture card that you don't use for PlayStation anymore, whatever, you can actually, most cameras have HDMI out. You can just plug it into your capture card and use that as a webcam. And GoPros are really good for this because you can capture 1080p, 60 frames per second. But you need a capture card that doesn't have any lag. So you need like an HD60S or you need an HD60 Pro, something like that to capture that video, or a Maxim card. Maxim card would be ideal because you have multiple inputs. There's a cuckoo. There's that cuckoo. So as far as webcams go, guys, there's only one I recommend, and it's the Logitech C920. It's the one I use. It's the one that pretty much everybody uses. And it's cheap. And it works damn well. If you have good lighting, it's going to work super well. That's actually expensive. There we go. That's more like it. Let's see. Amazon. What's it at? There we go. $66 Canadian. $66.98 Canadian. I mean, it's a cheap cam that works just amazingly well. Amazingly well. It's full 1080. It only captures at 30 frames per second. But it's a full 1080 webcam and just works amazing. The other option here is the C922, which is the upgraded version of the C920. What that does is it gives you 2 things. One, you can record at 720 60 frames per second. So if you really want that 60 frames per second video, you can get that with the C922. And the other thing it does is it gives you an artificial green screen. So it's one of those cameras where it actually is able to tell the difference between you and your background. Now remember, guys, it's never going to be as good as using an actual green screen. But if you're on a budget, you can't get the green screen, you can go for that. Now the reason, I mean, it's $30 more. For $30 you can get the fabric for the green screen, and if you have lights sitting around, you can use those to light up the green screen behind you. But if you want to go for it, you can, but I strongly recommend you go with the C920. That's what I suggest. I don't have the software for my capture card and can't download it anywhere from Roxio. What? Okay, I only have a Logitech that I had for 8 years, and it's not that bad. No, it's lots of webcams, even older webcams. If you get good lighting, they'll turn out okay still. So that's all I got. So guys, that's all I have on lighting, cameras, green screen. I think we kind of went over the basics here. So we'll open up the chat. What do you guys want to know let's see. Oh, Acceleron was wondering, no problems with games tabbing out? No, what I do, Acceleron, is I have, I run the games in full screen window whenever I can. And lots of the time when I'm in the menu, I can just drag my mouse over. I don't have to tab out. Some games I cannot tab out of. And those ones I have to be careful of when I play them. I have to make sure the mods are around to take care of chat, and I have my Stream Deck to deal with commands and whatnot. But most games, no, tabbing out isn't an issue. What it'll do is, most games at worst, it just cuts the sound. My webcam has a light on it. Well, that works well. That helps you out as well. So, the Lightling. Okay, what do you want? Lightning, follow up with me in the Discord chat on what you want me to do with those codes. We'll check Crash Discord as well. Don't see anything in there for questions. Okay, so I guess that's it, guys. We're going to wrap it up now. We're about an hour in. And, yeah, we'll have another Humpday Help stream next week. If you guys have any suggestions, requests, anything like that you want to have covered next Wednesday, go ahead, drop them in the Crash Discord. Shoot me a DM on Discord or on Twitter. Shoot me a tweet at CrashCode. Let me know what you want to know about, and we'll cover it next Wednesday. And that is it. Let's go ahead, close this up. But before we do, before we head out, before we shut down the stream, we're going to go ahead and do what we always do. We're going to end it by dropping a host bomb! We're going to find somebody in the community, somebody to love, and we're going to drop a host bomb on them. So let's see who's live. Twitch.tv/community/CrashPad2 is live in the CrashPad right now. We have Trixie, we have Ice Streamers, Dead One's here. I haven't dropped a host bomb on Dead One for a while. No worries, Color the Koala. Bit off topic, is there a way to know the current sub list? Yes. The way you can see the current sub list, Realm of Zombie. So, you're talking about your channel. I'm assuming if you're talking about your channel, go into the Twitch dashboard, go to revenue, and then down at the bottom it gives you a sub count, and then it's there's the option to email you your list, and then we'll send the list to you. Open it up in Gmail, it'll say who subbed, when they subbed, and if it's Twitch Prime, and what tier they are. So it gives you all that information. So here we go, guys. We are gonna go check out Dead One. Playing some World of Warcraft. How am I not following Dead One? This is stupid. I know I was following Dead One before. No worries at all, Ogre. Thanks for coming by, guys. Yeah, just down below the list, you can have that list emailed to you, and that's how I get the list for current subs that I put down in my Twitch panel and all that stuff, how I track everything. So, guys, we're going to go check out Dead One. I know all About That Space is live. I've hosted All About That Space recently, but I haven't hosted Dead One recently, and for some reason I'm not following it. I got to fix that. I don't know why. So we're going to go visit Dead One. Guys, as per the commands in the chat, what's rolling in the chat right now, we're going to head over. We're going to say, crashing this party. Lardy. Party. Whole bunch of exclamation marks. Spam those emotes for 10 to 15 seconds. Use the crash emotes if you have them. If not, don't worry. Use your favorite emotes. And I always throw in the 32 itty bitty bitties on a host because that's just the way it goes. Guys, you do not have to, but I do. And that is it. Gonna shout out a few teams I'm a member of. I'm, of course, a member of E-Rock's gaming group. We are an amazing group of gamers, streamers, content creators. Just a great group of people. Itty bitty bitties coming in, Poison Heart. Thank you so much for them itty bitty bitties. Thank you so much, Crash and Corn exploding in the background. I'm, of course, a proud leader of Team MZ. I am the leader of the membership team and the graphics team. We have all kinds of programs, tools, services to help you and your stream grow. Just remember, guys, it's the tools and services we provide. You have to do the work. You have to earn your place in the streamer ranks, all that jazz. Either way, we don't carry you. That's how that goes. And, of course, I'm a proud member, a very proud member of the CrashPad community. We have the CrashPad Discord where we chat 24/7. We have the CrashPad Twitch community where I was just able to find someone to host. We have the CrashPad Twitter hashtag, CrashPad. Hashtag CrashPad. We have CrashPad on Steam. You can join our community there, find some friends to game with. We have the Extra Life team where we raise money together for sick kids. If you guys want to help out, you don't have to drop coins. What you can do is you can join the team and help us raise money together for the whole team. I forget what our 2018 goal is, but it's up there a bit. So let's, if you guys want to help out with that, help sick kids. It goes to your local children's hospital. You can join the team. And of course, the CrashPad merch store where you can get some sweet, sweet swag, where some of the profits go to charity and the rest goes to improving the stream. And that is it. If this stream made you feel warm and fuzzy inside, go and show that follow button some love. You can follow me on Twitter, Crash Coke, and you can check out some of my videos on YouTube. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, and always remember the key to happiness is